Dad's gonna love it. Hey, this is Rich from HouseBarons.com. My brother Dave and I renovate houses along with Dave's son Caleb. And today we have 10 outstanding gift ideas that your dad is gonna love. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing because we wanna show you how to do a job yourself so you can save a ton of money. Isn't that right, guys? Now, we're not talking about socks and ties and stuff like that. We're talking about gifts that your dad is actually going to be really happy to receive. And what's in this box right here is the most exciting of the gifts. And we'll show that to you a little bit later, but I'm pretty confident any dad would like to have what's in here. These gift ideas are going to range from $10 up to $3,100. So hopefully you'll be able to find something that you think your dad will enjoy somewhere in that range. We are Amazon affiliates and we do receive a small commission for qualified purchases. So if you use our links in the description below, that will help us feed these 4 hungry goats. And as you can see, they definitely appreciate it. All right, we've got a lot to cover, so let's get right to it. Here's gift number 1. It's actually in my pocket, and it's right here. This is called the Guidesman folding knife. And I use it multiple times every day when we're renovating houses or I'm working at our 32-acre farm. And it's awesome for cutting or for opening packages. And it's got this really great little lock on it. All you got to do is flip this little lever and it folds right up. And cool thing is I can put it right here in this. On men's jeans, most of them have a second little miniature pocket, and I've always wondered, like, what is it for? You know, put change in there or something? But what's interesting is this Guidesman folding knife fits absolutely perfectly right into that little pocket. And so it also has a bunch of features. This Guidesman that I got is called the Reptile. And what's really cool is it comes with this second little deal here. It's a multi-tool, and it's got all kinds of wrenches on it, and it's got a bottle opener, it's got a ruler, slotted screwdriver, and a nail puller pry bar. So that's quite a value because I think this thing is like less than, it's around 10 bucks. So really you can't go wrong with this Guidesman. Dad's gonna love it. All right, next up, these are grill seasoners. And man, these are super cool. So how they work, they've got these little stoppers on the bottom. You put your seasonings in there. This is pepper and this is salt. So these are like pepper mills, but pepper mills for people that don't want to do the effort of actually grinding the pepper. All you got to do is take this off and you just hit this button and you got pepper, crushed pepper, just like flying out of it. And like the salt one does the same thing. Just take that off. Put your salt crystals in there. This thing unscrews, so it's very easy to get in there. And then you just hit this button. Check that out. We got salt. So these things are super cool. If your dad likes to grill and you're like, oh my gosh, I've already gotten him every utensil that there is, get him these. He'll love them. So moving right along, this is a solar battery charger, and it is so cool. All you got to do is leave it out in the sun. I'm working out at the farm all the time, so it's pretty easy to find the sun. And then these little indicators here in the back are these little blue lights, and they'll let you know. You just press that button, and there's 4 different lights, so you know how much battery has been charged here. And then they've got 3 USB ports right here on the top, and you can charge different devices, your phone, whatever else you're using. And it's got this other kind of just random and cool feature. There's a button on the side here and you click it 3 times and it turns into this really powerful flashlight. And there's actually different brightness amounts on here. So if you leave it super bright, it does wear the battery down. But you know, like if you were camping and you just wanted a low level light, you could put it on the lowest level for a while. But the really great thing is, you know, if you think about it, this is great for any kind of emergency situation because all you got to do is leave it out and let it charge, and you've got this nice battery power no matter what happens, like if the electricity goes out. There's its charging ports. Pretty cool. All right, next up is one of our very favorite tools. This is a Sawzall by Dewalt. It works on a 20-volt ion lithium battery. It's very powerful, and you know, the fact that it uses a battery means it's cordless. When you're outside working with it, it is pretty much a dream to not have to fool with a cord. So we made another entire video just about this, and we'll put a link to that right there. So if you're considering purchasing this, you might want to check out the video, because this is really an amazing tool. And it has all kinds of different attachments that you can put on it. Like this one's for wood, but this one will cut metal, and it'll cut just about anything. My brother and I used a similar product to remove the entire roof from a house. And I'm not talking about just the shingles, but I mean the whole deal. So anyway, your dad will love this tool. Oh, speaking of dad, so one thing that it does that's really awesome is you can remove limbs from trees and cut up brush. And so most of us would probably rather have their dad using this tool than a chainsaw, which can be quite dangerous. So the real name for this saw is called a reciprocating saw. There was one that was called a Sawzall, and that just makes sense to us because Sawzall, it saws anything. So anyway, that's what we call it, rather than, hey, can you hand me the reciprocating saw? We just say, hey, throw me the Sawzall. So anyway, consider getting your dad one of these Sawzalls. He'll love it. All right. The next item is for any dad that likes pizza, and what dad wouldn't like pizza? This item is a pizza oven. Is absolutely awesome because you just put it on your grill and you just make personal pizzas. And it's really fun to have a group and you just set out all the different toppings, and each person can make their own individual pizza, and it's really awesome. We're gonna make a video about the pizza oven, and when that's available, it'll appear right there. All right, here is another awesome tool that we use all the time and we really like it. It's called a multi-tool, and this one is made by Dewalt. It also works with the 20-volt ion lithium battery. And the cool thing about the Dewalt tools is these are all universal batteries. So we own a whole ton of the Dewalt tools, and each one of them comes with a battery. So we've got, I don't know, like 7 batteries, 7 chargers, and so we're able to just constantly have these in the chargers and then when a battery wears out, we just go grab another one, and it works out great. Going cordless when you're doing a lot of projects is absolutely awesome. So anyway, the battery just goes in like that, and you just pull this trigger and you're going. So this is the multi-tools blade, and it's very cool because I don't know if there's like 30 different blade attachments, but this thing will do just about anything you want it to do. So a super cool feature of it is when you're doing detailed work in flooring and you need to make these little fine cutouts, this thing is definitely the go-to tool. We made a video, not surprisingly, about this very tool, and you can see that video with this link. So anyway, this multi-tool, highly recommended. All right, so next up is something you probably weren't expecting. It's the Inferno Propane Torch. Very exciting tool. So basically, yes, you hook that to a propane tank, and now you're ready to go, do some torching. So we have a couple of uses for it that are very cool. Actually 3. One, I'm gonna be doing very soon. We're gonna be burning holes in landscape fabric, which is weed barrier, and then that's going to enable us to plant in a very specific area. We're going to have virtually weed-free garden beds. So secondly, you can use this bad boy to do weeding, and it's actually really fun. What I can do is just get the torch out, and you just torch those weeds and they burn up and they're gone, and you don't see them ever again. So that's very cool. A third thing you can do with it, it actually clears snow. It melts it. I'm gonna make a video about that down the road. Anyway, so yeah, you just melt the snow and it's actually a fun way to remove snow. Inferno Torch, get yours today. I wonder what's in this box. The most fun gift. Should we open it next? No, we got a couple other ones to show you first. All right, next up is our cordless drill. Maybe not as exciting as a propane torch, but will be definitely appreciated. So once again, this is made by Dewalt. It's got the 20 volt ion lithium battery. You can swap it out with all the other tools. And the best things about it is powerful and it's cordless. So you don't have to monkey around like trying to unravel a bunch of cords. And now you're ready to go get your jobs done. All right, so the most expensive Father's Day gift idea on our list is right here. And this is the Toro Timecutter. And this thing is awesome. There's a lot of areas that we need to mow and we need to do it fast. And this thing's called the Timecutter. It's appropriate because when you're on it, you can fly. It goes like 7 miles an hour, which doesn't seem like that much, but when you're on it, if you put it at full speed, I mean, you are definitely going fast, and it's like being on a go-kart. This thing isn't cheap. It's $3,100 I saw last week in the store, but professional models go for more like $7,000 to $10,000. So for this one to be $3,100, if your dad has a big yard, and if you can afford it, this is the ultimate gift because we just love it. Everything about it. It's a zero turn, which means you can control it so easily. Instead of steering wheel, it's got these handles, which is a little bit odd to get used to at first, but basically all you do is you pull them toward yourself. If you pull the right one toward yourself, you go right. You pull the left one toward yourself, you go left, and you just make adjustments along the way. So anyway, this this is the ultimate gift right here. See, that thing is awesome. All right, we're down to one final very cool Father's Day gift idea, and it's right in here. I wonder what it could be. Very interesting. And look, to open this box, the first item on our list. See how that worked out? What could it be? Oh yeah, check it out. It's the Sniper Elite Compound Crossbow. Pretty sure your dad will be jumping up and down if he pulls that out. The reviews I said online said everybody thought it was, very good quality and awesome accuracy. Because if you're using a crossbow, it's not all that fun if it's not accurate. So anyway, this one's the real deal. So here's the Sniper Elite Compound Crossbow Package 370. It's got quad limbs to generate maximum velocity, lightweight and durable aluminum rail, string suppressors, reduce noise and vibration, adjustable foregrip, 4x32 millimeter scope, fully adjustable AR style tactical stock. The Whisper silencing system includes string stoppers, silencers, and limb dampeners. Here's everything that's in the kit. So there you go, 10 awesome Father's Day gift ideas. If it was any value to you at all, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that helps out our channel quite a lot. As we were growing up, Dave and I, our dad was always doing some kind of a project around the house. His occupation was, he was an industrial engineer for IBM. And although he made good money, when a project needed to be done, he would just do it himself rather than hire somebody else. And so I think our whole life we saw him do that, and he saved all kinds of money. And like in particular, I can remember that he would paint our entire house rather than hire painters. He's working long hours at his job, and then on the weekends he would paint our house, and he's like out there scraping and painting and on ladders. And I think that's probably why Dave and I, all these years later, do so much DIY jobs ourselves, because none of us really see the point of paying someone else if you can do the job yourself and save a ton of money. By saving all that money, our parents were able to put Dave and I both through college. All right, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and special shout out to our dad. We love you, Dad. Thanks much for everything you've done for us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because we have a ton of home improvement videos on the way. Thanks much for viewing, and we'll see you in this video.